Pokemon Arceus may not be the best game of its series, but it is the game that we all have been waiting for, because it gives you the absolute freedom that we never had in any other Pokemon games. From free roaming all over the map to actually capturing any Pokemon regardless of your level. If you can catch it, then you can have it. And because of all the features, it is an amazing game that everybody should play. However, as Nintendo will never release a game for PC, it has its own limit, graphics-wise. And not just because of the system, but as a game, I believe that the graphics could have been better even on Nintendo Switch. And for that, I'm going to fix it. You see, Pokemon Arceus game is set in a world that is kind of dystopian. It is very dark. The characters and story of it is quite dark, and I understand that it should have a dark theme to it. However, the graphics of this game is quite lifeless. Now, I'm not a developer of this game to judge that this game shouldn't be looking like that, but I believe this just doesn't seem to match how Pokemon games should look. And to be honest, that is one of the reasons why we didn't play Poke Tournament, because it was just realistic and the visuals weren't even all that nice like Pokemon should have. Moreover, the Pokemons in this game look like they're made out of plastic. Because of the shading isn't right. You see, when you make 2D games and turn them into 3D, they just don't match up, and that is just a fact. But if you don't do the shade right, it looks even worse, and that's probably the case with Pokemon Arceus. But if you have played anime games like Naruto or maybe things like Dragon Ball Xenoverse, you probably know there is a fix for it, and the fix is called cel shading. Now, those were PC games, and for PC games you can do all sorts of modding, but for Nintendo Switch, there is one on PC emulator, it's kind of impossible to do such editing. However, with the Reshade's new update, it comes with a new shader called cel shading, which not only adds an overlay, but it actually affects its depth 3D and can do all the stuff that every cel shading mod can do. What it does is that it fixes the graphics of this game. It literally turns it into looking like anime. It adds the borders to each characters so that it doesn't blend in with every objects in the game. You see, when it's 2D, there's a few colors in the game and there aren't too much shadows and all that. So when you don't have such thing to differentiate each character, they blend up and look like plastic, and that's why cel shading was super important. With that, I also edited colors because the game color was kind of lifeless. I kind of matched it with Pokemon Sword and Shield because that was my favorite game, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys like it and how it looks like. I'm pretty sure it's one of the most beautiful games that Pokemon has, which is why I wanted to make it look like that. The sky in this game was kind of purplish. Perhaps that's because of the rift that is broken, you know, the thing broken by Dialga or something. But because it looked weird, I kind of fixed it and make it more bluish like they look in the anime. Also, the foliages were quite desaturated, which is why it looked kind of realistic, but it wasn't that beautiful. It felt like the graphics was less, even though it did have more details than other Pokemon games, which is why I kind of made it look like Sword and Shield, and I'm pretty sure it looks much better now. It just looks more sick and more enjoyable to play. One other thing I did notice is the lack of lighting. You know, back then when I played Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eve, and when I played Pokemon Sword and Shield, even the 3DS game named Sun and Moon had kind of lighting effect. It had this ray coming out from trees and stuff, which was kind of missing in this game, and I think it doesn't look that good without it, especially in cartoonish graphics when it's very vibrant all around. If you have that kind of thing, it looks absolutely sick, which is why I also added some lens flares to it and kind of makes it look better. Overall, I think it looks good. I just used this graphics mode to play the entire game, from starting out as a nobody to capturing absolutely every single Pokemon, including Dialga and Palkia and Giratina. and I'm on my way to capture the white guy. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna like this as well. If you like this, download this graphics one and try it out yourself. I'm pretty sure you love it as well. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more content. Make sure you join my Patreon and support me there, and I'll see you.